Not really sure about the color coordination of their overlays here, but it is what it is. So we've got some donation goals. We've got the first one. I think it's going to be a really good one. We've got $400. All right, I don't know if we've set the... I mean, they've set the amounts here, so hopefully we don't just get no donations at all and get none of the milestones, because that would be quite embarrassing. But for $400, we're going to get Koibu on the stream. Not today, probably, because he's asleep, but, you know, some other time. I'm going to get a list of memes and explain the memes to Neil. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Then for $800, everyone's been going on at me for years and years. Not years, 10 months. But to play Dark Souls. So it's up for discussion which one we play. I've put Sekiro, since that's what people suggested in the charity stream channel on the Discord. But we can do Dark Souls 2 or Bloodborne if it's preferred. We'll do a UK food cooking stream, so I figure that we'll do a 3-course meal. $1,600, we'll do a marathon stream. Now, I'm a little bit nervous of that. I don't know if that's 24 hours. Seems kind of crazy. I'm not sure I've got it in me to do 24 hours, but we'll see. 2,000. We'll debate Destiny on something. Seriously, I've been thinking about what that is. I heard him talking about wealth taxes being stupid. So maybe we could talk to him about wealth tax, because I kind of feel like wealth tax is quite a good idea. $3,000. I mean, maybe I should have put this earlier down, because I kind of really want to do this one. Play through Halo 1 and 2 on Legendary. Very hyped for Tides of Death. I think I'll like it better than Tombs. Tombs of Scoria is great, but I've got really high hopes for Tides of Death. I just think we've got a really good vibe going on. I think the group cohesion is really, really good, considering we've only done 3 episodes. And I don't know, the roleplay's been great. The whole setting itself is like really cool. I love the fact that it's like a sandboxy campaign. It's gonna be sweet. Anonymous 3, a $5 donation there, and they've linked a Twitch clip, which we'll watch.
Yes, the power is mine.
God, I can't wait to
Every
fucking
time I
kill
see your
Nick's
stream is
character.
on, it
God,
makes my
that's
day a
awesome.
little brighter.
Holy shit.
Love you,
He's
buddy.
gonna be so upset. I thought you guys were just joking. I didn't know that. I didn't know this was really gonna happen. Oh, he's gonna be so mad.
Oh my god.
Brothers, right? We're brothers.
He's such a pussy though, because he says this every week and then he never does anything.
You
Unbelievable.
have to take his ring of free action.
Yeah.
That'll hold poison. God bless.
God, I can't wait to fucking.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. He's too much of a pussy, I'm afraid to say. I can't believe Neil actually took that 5-minute opportunity when Steven wasn't at the table and nerfed Stone Skin yet again. How dare he? Yeah, I know. Although, I think in Hardcore Heroes, we did play it the same way, with you only having to hit touch AC, so I don't think it's that much of a nerf. Maybe, were we really playing it full AC before? Guess maybe we were. You and Moot are so weak sometimes. Holy shit. He might have rebranded the Ring of Protection, but you rebranded the Quiver. So you take some and you give some. What did I change about the Quiver? It's pretty exciting. Let's see. Somebody's linked the clip about the Quiver. What does it do?
Infinite arrows.
Wait,
Yep.
what the
normal-
fuck?
Normal arrows, right?
Just regular everyday arrows.
Can I have that,
But-
guy, since I used the bow? Or do you
Wait, how
want
many
me
of those
to-
did we get?
Just one.
One.
Was it one?
Can this be a business?
What?
I'm confused. That's what I thought that the Ethereal Quiver did. How did that change? It's infinite arrows. It's what it's always been. It's what it still is, no? The best combat episode ever. I usually skip combat and just listen to RP, but damn, that was a cool fight. Yeah, the stakes were pretty fucking high. I'm glad that Neil decided to just, like, go out all out with the fucking the monsters in this episode. We were... I mean, 4 giants with basilisks and bags was bad enough, but then 4 wyverns, a dragon, and 6 giants is pretty insane. His air back kick was godly. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, this is a lot of fucking monsters to be fighting, plus a dragon on top of that. I think we did a good job, you know. How do you think you only get past all of Scoria's guards? Because 10 giants were able to just stop you, and this is some random dragon in the middle of nowhere. Well, we do know a back entrance to Scoria's lair via the elves, so that's going to be a big help. But I still whole lot of hope for the plan with the wish scroll and turning back time. Zarathis is going to be 10 times worse? Yeah. Yeah, she is. The only thing I disliked in the last episode was your pronunciation of wyverns. Well, what would you say, so cutie? Did the last group of giants have basilisks as well? No, I think they just had bags of rocks. If you're going to the airship, try grabbing some 9th level scrolls if they're available. I'm pretty sure any 9th level scrolls are going to be like incredibly sought after magical artifacts that are not going to be just available for taking on the airship, you know? Maybe trade the robe of scintillating colours. Yeah, that's true. We could maybe trade that for something. I don't think there's going to be any wizards on there that have 9th level scrolls, but I do believe there is something we could trade the robes for. Pretty certainly there's going to be someone who wants them. I don't think the Giants' bags had rocks in them. Since Neil showcased them getting rocks from the environment already, I would guess they have some kind of other surprise in them. Anything from firebombs to other nasty shit. Yeah, well, I don't think it's Basilisk, because he made a point of saying that the contents of the bag wasn't moving, so... Pretty sure it's not going to be more Basilisks, but it could be some other crazy shit. You need anti-scrying stuff. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Scory already knows who we are. Do you mean, everyone's been getting on about the anti-scrying stuff a lot, but I don't think it's that important. Do you think a Staff of Magi is equal to a Wish Scroll? Yeah, maybe. Maybe about that. Just finished Chapter 1 Frofro. How do you think that Koibu is going to play the return of William and Grimes? Because from my point of view, it makes sense that they would join the Scoria slaying mission. Well, if you've just finished Chapter 1, Veriglass, William and Grimes have a lot more to go through before the end of their story. And I think that William deserves a retirement, you know? They've been through a lot, and they've done a lot for the kingdom, and I think that if he was asked to do it by the Queen, he probably would help. But at the same time, I think he does deserve not to have to do that. But yeah. Is it not worth holding in the hopes that you get an int item? I don't really need the int item that much anymore. Like, I've not got that many more spell roll learning rolls to make before the final battle. And that's really all the int does, so it's not that big of a deal anymore. Are you going to have demons run for Scoria's tomb? I would like to see that. That would be my favorite way of... Well, maybe not like Demon's Run, but something similar. I think a really good way to bring William and Grimes to help would be to have them help in some way outside of the fight with Scoria. Like, maybe they clear a path through the lair for the brothers or something like that. So it could be like a separate session with me and Ryan. We do something, and then we do another session where the Megaris are, like, helped by the efforts of William and Grimes in a previous session. Are you planning to ask gnomes to improve your house? Oh, Barbek. That's actually such a great idea. Oh, why did I miss this? This was such a good rhyme. I should have opened this up. We are a dragon slaying team from one nation to another. We've come to kill the green and then to lay with your mother. That's good. I'm not sure it's a good idea, but it's a fun one. Yeah, it's definitely a fun one. You saw what happened to the half the gnomes manning the walls. Yeah, I was talking to Mutin about this. I said that if, like, you know, if we ever turned on the gnomes, I'm sure their inventions would become a lot more effective all of a sudden. I think the Staff for Magi is a good trade and is a good item that you can probably get from the airship in the trade for the Wish Scroll. I don't think we're going to trade the Wish Scroll. And I don't necessarily think there'll be anyone on the airship that has a Staff of the Magi. But maybe. I think that the Robe of Scintillating Colours is also a fair trade for the Staff of the Magi, to be honest. If you wish scrolled yourself into a gnome, you'd get plus int racial bonus, and we'd find out whether rhyming is racial. Oh, interesting. I don't think it's worth. Overlay says 440 raced. Oh shit, yeah. We did it because of Goose. I forgot to mention it. So I guess we've reached the goal. Let me look at the overlay. Yeah, we've reached the goal to explain memes to Koibu, so congratulations. That one's in the books. We'll be coming up with a list of memes to explain to Neil. I've not run this past Neil yet, but I'm sure he'll be willing to join in for the charity, you know. Okay, let's get to the meat of the matter, to the real juicy stuff. Are you going to make secret preparations contingencies in case you ever have to fight your brothers? I don't think so. I felt a lot better after it was discussed in character last episode, and Mutin talking about his vision. I think that is going along the right tracks to justify something. I don't know exactly what it justifies. I've made my case to them, but I think that continuing to talk about it in character is the way we get to the bottom of this without it being like a bit fucky and just all done off screen, you know? You can get gnomes to build your house with plumbing and a lot of stuff, but the time it will take and the cost is at least 3 times. Neil's from the mind experiment before. Well, yeah, but they'd be doing it for free because we killed the dragon. That would be the point. So yeah, the cost would be more, but we'd be
Yes,
getting
the power
3
is
gnomes. They want to see you suffer. Maybe they do. Do you think the dragons are going to team up to kill you? Because that's what I thought when Koibu said there were 4 dragons behind you. Holy shit, well that would be pretty insane. I don't think so. I'm not sure that dragons can work together that effectively, you know? I feel like Anton is completely justified with the vision and Valthara telling him to focus on personal grudges. Plus all the power and deeds they've done, Tyrael heel turn is a bit more underdeveloped. Yeah, I agree with the vision and stuff like that. It makes sense for Anton. And yeah, Tyrael's one shot, which we'll probably be watching ourselves on Wednesday. I hope Steven won't mind me restreaming that, but I'm sure, you know, it's not going to impact his viewership that much. So yeah, I think we'll be watching that on Wednesday. That'll be exciting to see what comes of that. D&D's been really great actually at the moment. Both Tombs of Scoria and Tides of Death are really good. Sessions are going really well. RP is really great. And a lot of fun. Anton was quite different this episode. Any thoughts on what changed him? Was he that different? I don't know, was Anton that different? He was a bit conciliatory towards the gnomes. But no, I think he was mostly the same, yeah. He's a social outcast, having fun with the social outcast gnomes. He feels like he belongs. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Imric was a bit different, fear-wanding the gnomes. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. That was out of character. I just was frustrated that we were retreating and being attacked by the gnomes again. It's just like, give us some peace and quiet. And you know, it's all a bit jokey, but in reality, I think that was a bit of a dick move. I think Imric feels bad about doing that. They'll wipe to a Trollaroo next session. I don't think there's going to be Trollaroos on the island, is there? I hope not. Livestream fails link.
Oh my god. Why do they put invisible walls over here?
This is
I
so
just want to
great.
jump off.
Kill me.
No, you're lying! Oh my god. Why do they put invisible walls over here?
That is actually so funny. Well, let's stick to Tombs of Scoria for now. We need a plan to kill the dragon, because clearly fighting it out in the open is not a great strategy. I think some plan ideas, right? Kill wyverns on the mountain first. You'd have needed Fly to shoot down the dragon. Yeah, but the dragon, if it wants to engage us, has to come down. If it wants to breath weapon us, so. And probably just slowly kill all our minions and she'll get pissed and attack the city in revenge. I think if we were to engage with those 6 giants, then the dragon would attack at the same time. I feel like it would. What do I think the dragon's next move is? I think the dragon might think that it scared us off. Because it's arrogant, right? I don't think it's going to think we're going to come back. One issue I've got, though, is going to the mountain to kill the wyverns is going to mean flying up there and getting attacked by them in the air, which is going to be really tough going. It's going to be hard to deal with because I'm not going to be available to do anything. I'm just going to be flying, and the 2 of them are going to be... Well, Mooten's going to be in the bag of holding, so it's just going to be Tyrael. And he can't really fight from horseback that well. Maybe he could, though. Maybe I could just run alongside one of the wyverns and he can cut it down. I mean, what's their movement speed? I'm glad that I waited for Stoneskin, though, because if I'd have tried to fly up there without Stoneskin, I would have got poisoned by the wyverns. Wyverns, sorry. Yeah, their move speed's only 24, so my Pegasus is twice as fast as them. So really, we could probably hunt them down on the Pegasus. Improved Invis could be really good to assassinate 1 giant at a time with ranged weapons. Yeah, Improved Invis. Well, the thing is, Improved Invis only lasts 9 rounds, so it's not like a perfect solution, but... You weren't really running, though. It was obvious he was watching, so I don't think he'll believe he was scared. Yeah, maybe not scared, but... like... overwhelmed and realizing that it's a bad idea to try to push into the Forbidden Plains. Are you worried that this dragon will see that you are invisible and think something is amiss? Well, not anymore. We're back in town now. You need to plan against the basilisks, maybe TP back home and get more scrolls. No. Really? Maybe maybe some of the gnomes can make. Let's see, can they make gaze reflection scrolls? Yeah, so the gnomes can cast gaze reflection. Improved Invis gives Tyrael backstab modifiers, at which point he can one round the giants, and you can always ethereal this out when the weapons warn you. Yeah. What's the personality of a green dragon? Is there any way to exploit it and lure it into a bad situation? Well, we were already told that it's extremely arrogant and thinks that it's nothing can challenge it, so I'd say that's the biggest clue we've got on that front. So if we've got to fight its minions down and trek all the way through to its lair and then sneak through its lair traps, ugh, god, that's difficult. Although one thing that I was thinking is that Abraxia is less likely to have access to a high-level cleric or wizard than Azeron, I believe. So he might not have forbiddance in his lair. In which case, we might just be able to teleport directly to its lair if we can get a look at it. Have I already talked about the stone skin nerf? No, I've not. Go on, let's talk about what do you want to know about the stone skin nerf? Because I don't consider that much of a nerf. We've been playing it like that in hardcore, in other campaigns. All the time we've been playing it like that. What's the nerf referring to? The idea that to break a charge you only have to hit touch AC as opposed to your full AC. Which makes sense to me because you don't have to get through their armor, you only really have to, like, touch their body to hit the stone skin. When you consider how much AC Anton Tyrael have, it's a huge nerf. Yeah, it is a nerf, but it was more of a buff before. It's more removing a buff than a nerf, in my opinion. But yeah, I do agree that it makes a big difference to us specifically. You should do something for the known PC player that died in Hardcore Heroes, bring up the tavern and whatnot. Yeah, but Imric wouldn't know anything about that, so... Wait, don't I even have... I could send it a message. So I could send it a message. What could we say to it? We could just start taunting it, couldn't we? Just sending it... We could, like... We could take a week out and just keep sending it, like, taunting messages. But he added the extra stone skin charges lost on crits on top of that. Yeah, I mean... I should be more annoyed than anyone else because I've picked Stone Skin as my guaranteed spell at level 4. And I could have picked other stuff, but I picked it because it was so strong and now it's been nerfed twice. So it's a lot less strong than it was when I picked it. So it's kind of upsetting in some ways. So that it's like I picked this spell and it's not good anymore. But it is still good is the thing. It's still worth casting. It's still extremely powerful. So I can only be so upset about it. I mean, specifically for Imric, it makes no difference to me, this change, because all my AC comes from magic, basically. Magic, 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 magic. 4, 6, 8, 10. Where's that last 1 AC coming from? Oh, Dex, right? Yeah, so I get my full 21 AC from Stone Skin. Would you need a riding proficiency to make use of the mount spell? Or something similar like Phantom Steed? We have the riding proficiency, but no, I don't think you need... I don't think you need the proficiency to use to ride a horse. It's just like... I think the riding proficiency comes when trying to fight from horseback or perform some sort of complex maneuver. I thought Imric was a Malachi fan, or was it William? Neither of them, really. William's been vaguely connected to Malachi, but he doesn't know him by name. Makes no sense. You have to be able to hurt the stone-skinned person in order for the charge to be consumed. Why would touching his armor burn a charge? Because, like, even if... Let's say a sword hits your armor and the armor disperses the attack so you don't take any physical damage. That's fine, but the armor's still gonna like crash into your skin. And stone skin is like, it just cancels any number of like contacted attacks. So to me, it can make sense that just hitting the armor is enough to knock the stone skin charge off. Would you think Neil would say familiar with the green dragon? No. Not for the case of the crystal ball. I think it would be more like slightly informed of, well informed of, one of these two. That's still a decent chance though. I feel like picking apart his army would draw him out better than just taunting him verbally. Making actual damage to his power base will make him respond. Yeah, but maybe a bit of both, you know? Like maybe like we go out and kill a few of his giants and wyverns and we come back and be like, God, you're such a little bitch. You know, we killed 3 of your giants and you just circled above letting them die. Like what kind of fight are you looking for? Are you still so scared? Honestly, at this point, Neil should just revert it back to the original. Even with it being permanent, doesn't really change anything since you always make sure to have it cast on everyone before leaving. Well, that's not true, though. I only usually cast it on myself. I only cast it on everyone before a big fight. Whereas if I could cast it for 24 hours, I would have it constantly on everyone all of the time. Which is what happened in Hardcore Heroes. What gave you the idea for the charity stream? Somebody from the charity contacted me and asked me to do it. Do you think you'll have to ventilate the lair like you did in Hardcore Heroes? Oh, yeah, Brazos. Thank God you mentioned that. That would have been bad. Yeah, we would have to account for that. Thank God you mentioned that. My God, what a way to die that would have been, just teleporting directly into it and immediately dying. I disagree with Neil there. Stone Skin only loses charges when the character's skin would be penetrated. In my opinion, a much better nerf to Stone Skin would have been to make it caster only. In fact, I remember when I played 2E back in the day, it worked exactly that way. I was surprised that it was castable on others when I read the rules on Purple Worm. Yeah, I think having it caster only would be a good nerf too. I think, actually, just having it caster only and leaving it permanent would actually be fine. The whole Basilisk stunt should tell us that we got to spend multiple episodes scouting everything around Scoria's lair and assassinating every named character in Mistria. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. Could you see if the gnomes have a drawing of the dragon that you could get enough info to sort, maybe? To scry, speaking. Yeah, maybe. Stone Skin has too vague of a description, honestly. Even the example they give of the griffins is bad or incomplete. Yeah, I mean, I think this is where Neil gets his argument from, because the description in the spell does make it sound like it doesn't matter about the attack roll. At all. Like, if you read it, spell blocks 1d4 attacks plus 1 attack per 2 levels. This limit applies regardless of attack rolls. Regardless of attack rolls. And regardless of whether the attack was physical or magical. For example, the Stone Skin spell cast by a 9th level wizard would protect against 5 to 8 attacks, and attacking Griffin would reduce the protection by 3 each round. So yeah, in the rules, it's not actually that vague. Now that I'm looking at it again, it's regardless of attack rolls. Which I think is why we had it touch AC, because that was actually a buff. I agree with what you've said, Dark Edge. Touch AC is basically there to signify if the attack touches you. It sounds reasonable to assume that an attack that would hit your armor above touch AC but below overall AC would be fairly forceful and cause the use of Stone Skin to be expelled. Because we don't know for certain that Stone Skin is below the armor. Like, it's called Stone Skin, but it doesn't say it turns your skin to stone. It says, when this spell is cast, the affected creature gains a virtual immunity to any attack by cut, blow, projectile, or the like. Like, it could just be a skin of stone over you, right? Just as easily as it could be. Although it does say, Diamond Dust to sprinkle on recipient's skin.
The power is mine.
So... Oh, also, I need to ask you guys' opinion. So I was talking to... well, we were talking in the Tides of Death chat. And Pokemon Challengers said, next session is right after the Germany-England game. And Mr. Moon was like, oh, I can do a different day. And he said, no, I'm definitely playing on Tuesday. It's no problem. Just don't want Nick to hate me after we kick them out of the tournament. Wow. Wow! So then I said, don't worry, Pokemon. I fully expect England to be knocked out on pens. Then Potato chimes in. Football's not coming home. Sorry, Nick. Germany wears green away. They're practically Irish, hoping to see the English get clobbered. Which is a little bit out of order. So I responded. Now, the question I've got is this too far? I said, that's a bit of a stretch. Don't worry, when it's Germany versus England, the Irish have a history of supporting the wrong side. Is that too much? Because I don't know if you guys know your European history a lot, but the Irish stayed neutral in both world wars and actually flirted with supporting the Germans. I already said it. I don't know if it was too much. It seems to have been taken in good faith, so. Private versus public jokes, you should ask Destiny about it. Is there anything Tyrael can do that would make Imrik not want to follow Tyrael's lead? Yeah, like if he had complete disregard for starting a civil war, that would really, really, really upset me. Off topic, but out of all your characters that you've played in Neil's campaigns, which is your favorite and why? Malachi was my first character. I think Malachi was the coolest character. I think he was the most fun to play. But then again, William, the roleplay meant more as William, I think, and I was drawn more into the story of Frozen Frontier and Homeward Bound than I was Hardcore Heroes. So it's kind of hard for me to pick between the two, but it would definitely be one of those two. Is there anyone Koibu has identified who would be good for the brothers to marry in terms of raising status? Once the war ends, maybe marry a Mistrain to solidify a union of the countries. I wonder if the brothers would marry a Mistrain. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It's not been mentioned by Neil. Apparently we're going to be getting a list of all of the families in Drakis to work out like which one each was good at. But no, not yet. Currently it feels like any wizard has to pick Stone Skin. That says something, yes. You could just make it level 5. It's another good one. Yeah, that would probably be enough. Todd had such an incredible start. I don't think I've ever enjoyed the first couple of sessions that much. I agree, Vince. Yeah, for the first 3 sessions, it's been fantastic. Use Cloud Kill as Neil secretly intended and kill all the gnomes while they're hiding in their tunnels. No. We're not going to kill the gnomes. Looks like we're coming to the end. Thanks to everyone who's donated. Everyone who's watched the stream today. Really appreciated it. It's good to hang out with you all. Plan for D&D. We got some good ideas for dealing with the green dragons. We'll finesse them. We'll finesse them over the coming week in preparation for Thursday. Checker says, stop enticing me to snipe the top spot. Mate, I mean, I wouldn't usually do it, but it's for charity, so I think it's justified, right? I can entice you. You've got 1 minute. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Look at Master Cheese here. The most generous guy. Everyone loves Master Cheese. Wow. He's so generous. Busy drinking. Oh! It's Desperado. Holy shit, Desperado. He's stolen it at the last second. What the fuck? Master Cheese, no. He has. He's $5 it. He's waited till the last minute. This guy's an eBay master. He's got 30 seconds. Holy fuck. Thanks so much, Desperado. That's awesome, mate. Thank you. What a great time we've had today. I was a little bit nervous, you know, that no one would donate. I was like worried that it would just be embarrassing, but actually it's gone really, really well. So thanks so much, everyone. I think we've done a good thing here today. And you've all played your part, even those of you who couldn't donate. I appreciate you being here, spreading the word. It's been really good. Finally, for our $2,000, we're going to find something to debate Destiny about. I'm not sure what it is. A little bit nervous, you know, because he's such a powerful and strong debate lord. But he's my friend, I think. He'll be nice to me, so hopefully it's fine. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm going to end the stream now. I think we might have lag, so I might see you for that. Otherwise, I'll see you on Monday, where we'll start Sekiro. And yeah, see you then.